Please verify that you are a human. Please verify that you are a human. Please verify you are human. Submit. 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 Hey guys, welcome to the Wig Alopecia Podcast. My name is Jessie Vesper. This is episode 7. So if you haven't watched the other episodes, what are you doing with your life? That being said, what are these pop-ups? Okay, so when I'm verifying whether or not I am human, I need to know why. I need to know why, because these pop-ups, they annoy me. They annoy me so greatly. Specifically, the ones that say, please click the stoplights, okay? The stoplights. Am I clicking the stoplight itself? Or technically, one could argue that the stoplight is also including the pole. So I don't know. And then also, is the AI checking if I'm human based on my mistakes or based on getting it right? I don't know. And then clicking the bicycles. Guys, my eyesight isn't good enough for that. I don't know. I can't find all the bicycles. And then I was doing one for this Outlook, one of my Outlook emails, because I had to create an email address to get Hulu for free. And I was creating one and they had audio ones. I was like, what? I don't know. Anyways, I did say in the last video, the last episode, that we were going to get pounded hard. Okay, we're going to get pounded hard in this episode because I have a lot of topics. I have a lot of things written down. So I'm going to keep it moving. This intro is already far too long. I feel like I often start on Icon of the Week, and this week is going to be no different. Sometimes I don't. I do what I want. This is my podcast. I can do what I want. So if I get aggressive because you're being aggressive at me, just be ready for that. So I can give you right back what you've been putting down, girl. Don't even start with me. I need to start. And this is, I always say it's controversial because it is. This is controversial, guys. Icon of the Week this week is a fictional character. And I didn't even know I was allowed to do that, but I am. And I'm doing it because it's my podcast. I can talk about what I want. Now, I am also a fictional character, and I'm always Icon of the Week, as some of you already know. But if you don't know, I am classified always, forever, as Icon of the Week. Icon of the day, Icon of the hour, and of the second, of the minute, all of that. So that being said, Ruth from Ancient Mingus Bride is the Icon of the Week, and I just need to talk a little bit about him. On the outside, he might look like a dog, or a very handsome boy with wispy hair that's a little curly and wavy, and he's so beautiful. I love him so much. He's such a good boy. And if you do not watch this anime, honestly, or read the manga. I did not read the manga because I'm basic, and also I can't. I probably could afford it, but I don't want to go buy all the books. I don't have time for that. I don't always have time to read and watch everything like I would like to enjoy. I have too many fandoms that I have too many, what did they say? Too many hands in the pots. No, that's not it. Too many hands in the pies. What is that? Too many pies in the oven. Too many pies in the oven. That's what I've got, guys. Also, we don't need to talk about that. So if you haven't read or watched it, I need to let you guys know that he is a familiar, and he was a familiar to Isabel. This isn't kind of a spoiler, but not really. Kind of. I mean, I guess. Yeah, but you guys are never going to watch it. But if you do, skip ahead. Skip ahead a little bit, because I need to let you know. He is a familiar of Isabel. Okay? After Isabel passed away, he became the familiar of Chise. Okay? Chise is a mage, and familiars consume mages and other creatures' magical powers. So he's sticking around to hang out with Chise. Now, I have thoughts about this because Elias and Chise have this connection, right? But anytime, and I know Elias and her have this wholesome relationship where they are learning to communicate, and they are both teachers of each other. They are both the masters of each other. And that is kind of weird whenever you think about her age, but it's not. It's like Jacob in Twilight. It's not like that. It's not like that. Stop making it weird. It's not like that. And it is a little comical at the same time. It's meant to be, I almost said insidious, but no, it's meant to insinuate things. However, if Ruth is always connected and Ruth always knows, he'd be watching out for that funny business. He'd be keeping Chise pretty safe, if you ask me. So that is why Ruth is Icon of the Week. Now, I have tweeted about Ruth before on my Twitter, and I actually did delete Twitter off of my phone because Elon Musk was making me angry. And after the election, not to get political, girl, not to get freaking political, but can we talk about how everything on my feed was political? I didn't even I guess I watched one video too long. I was trying to see Stan memes. Like I usually get on there and like learn a little bit about what's going on in the music world, right? In my music world. Girl, it was all bad. It was all bad stuff. And so I had to delete it off my phone, guys. I was like, I spend too much time on my phone anyways, and I'm trying to reduce my screen time. That's what I was going to say. But before I rudely interrupted myself, I have to let you guys know I've got my screen time, not counting camera time, because I don't count camera time like this as screen time, because that really runs up my average every week because I'm filming for you people. But guys, I got it down to 3 hours. Now, when I was on my little social media break a few years ago, I got it down to like 2 hours a day, which is pretty good, I think, with phone calling and like texting. But I want to get back down. How did I get on this topic? Speaking of time management and less screen time, I need to tell you guys about a book. First, I need to tell you guys about a book by Marie Kondo. Now, I have read 2 of her books, and that is why I was an aspiring minimalist. And I realized that you can keep things that bring you joy, right? But also you can have things that benefit your life as well. And for me, being able to produce things and live a comfortable life is important. However, I want to have less things. I have another donate box in my house because I just want to decompress my life. I want to get rid of things that aren't bringing me joy and things that are weighing me down, because I think a lot of things are weighing me down. And I got rid of a lot of things whenever I first started being a aspiring minimalist, right? So I would encourage you to read this book, okay? Now, that being said, my good friend, my bestest friend in the whole world, loaned me this book, okay? Greg McGowan? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. I've said that a billion times on this podcast. Essentialism is not the same thing as minimalism, people. I need you to understand that it's not the same thing. Now, some of you might not even know what minimalism is. Some of you might not know what essentialism is. Hey guys, I didn't know what essentialism was until I read this freaking book. Like, I knew what somebody being essential was. Like, if you were an essential worker, I know what that is. Hey, it's okay to learn. Minimalism is about having less. It's about having less possessions. It's about having less distractions in your life. Essentialism, on the other hand, is less but better. So the things that you do have are more efficient. It helps you to be more proficient, and it helps you to time manage in such a way that it benefits your life more. That is why I have been so obsessed with this book. I am not quite finished with it, and I am on this chapter, which is chapter 19. So I have a couple chapters left. Actually, guys, there's only 20 chapters in this book. I didn't realize how close I was to being, because there's a lot left, but that's the appendix, because there's a lot of citations in this. But let me just read you. There's little quotes at the beginning of every chapter, and this one says, "Life is available only in the present moment. If you abandon the present moment, you cannot live the moments of your daily life deeply." Guys, this book has been so insightful. Now, I will say it is written from a male perspective because he is a male author. Okay, so take that as you will. It's not queer coded is what I'm trying to say, but I enjoy the logic of it. I enjoy the logic, and I am just Goodwill. Goodwill. It was a Goodwill find. Please read this book. Get back to me. Let me know. And if you are an aspiring essentialist or aspiring minimalist or any other kind of philosopher, lifestyle enthusiast, let me know, because I am curious to know your struggles. I am also curious to share. I'm eager to share my struggles with you. I won't go on a tangent now because I feel like I'm already on one. Every time I feel schizophrenic when I talk to a camera by myself in my apartment. Let's zoom out here. Let's zoom out here and take a look at yourself, girl. Like, I feel schizophrenic sometimes. I'm like, oh my God. Like, not actually, but like, kind of. Like, it's weird to talk to yourself on video, right? It's like therapeutic, but also depressing. Anyways, you should read this book. I am a recovering maximalist. In my minimalist journey, I feel like I didn't want to get rid of a lot of things because like things like stuffed animals bring me a lot of joy. And I think that's okay. It's okay to keep things that bring you joy, right? That is okay. But I'm learning more and more, especially since reading this essentialism book. And this is just my own self-exploration journey here. But if my joy does not radiate from within me, right? Deep in my soul, deep in my heart and my mind, then it's hard for me to radiate it to my possessions because then I just feel kind of empty. And I wonder at times if it's because of my religious past. Because if you know anything about me, you knew that I grew up in the church. I was a Christian, Southern Baptist Christian until I was about, I think 18, 19, when I got out of the church. And so when I found minimalism, it kind of became customs and practices in such a way that it felt almost religious and it was almost a spiritual journey to me. Is that cringe? Is it cringe to talk about your spiritual journey? I don't think so. Sorry, not sorry. That being said, it was kind of a spiritual journey to me. Like I had purged my life of things for the first time since I had been religious and denounced Christianity. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because the possessions really were weighing me down. And I think with capitalized religions, but Christianity specifically, this happens a lot to Christians, like the churches get tax write-offs, people. Why? Ask yourself why? Why? I don't make the rules, but it is curious. Very curious. Okay, let's talk about something a little more fun, a little more exciting, and a little bit more riveting. The Victorious soundtrack. Guys, I'm going to confess something else. This is my Jesse's confession corner. Let's call it that. Jesse's confession corner. Guys, I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of cartoons when I was a kid. My parents, like I just said, were seriously religious. Fanatically religious, I would argue. So we weren't really allowed to watch a lot of cartoons and movies growing up. So I'm still catching up on things. I'm still catching up. But the things I did like, I think that's why I hyperfixate so much on
this looks so beautiful.
Because that's what I was allowed to like. And so the things that I do like, I like a lot. I like it with a lot of vigor and I like it with a lot of expression. Okay. Just so you know, that's what's going on here. That being said, I was not allowed to watch Victorious. It was quite, from what I've seen clips of it. Sometimes I would catch things at my cousin's house. Oh my gosh, I would catch episodes or part episodes. And so I knew some of the music because like my cousins would like play it for me, Guys, what do we know about nightcore? Nightcore, which you guys know, I love the MySpace era of music. I love me some rough demos. I love me some nightcore. I love EDM. I love rock. I love baby metal. I love regular metal. I just love music, okay? And I grew up on classical music. Like, again, reference to the church. I grew up playing organ and piano, and I know a little bit about the mandolin as well. So I am a little classically trained with music. However, nightcore is one of those things that I've always loved. I've loved nightcore ever since I discovered it. An artist that I've really been enjoying. This is not Icon of the Week. It is not Song of the Week, but I need to tell you guys about S3RL. Love them. Their song Rave Angel. Oh my gosh. Rave Angel. So good. Got me through a couple months ago. Honestly, I listened to it again this morning because I was like, I need a boost. I need some morale over here. Okay. And so good. Listen to them. They're kind of, they're the Icon of the Week as well. Ruth is Icon of the Week, but also S3RL because, guys, just go listen. Go listen. I want to go on a music tangent here, but I'm just going to mention this now so I can be early because I know you people, if I don't say it on camera, are going to say I'm a liar. But Ada Rook, when their new album comes out, guys, I know it's going to be album of the year. It's going to be album of the year to me, maybe. I don't know. Lady Gaga's album's coming out too. We're going to be talking about that more about Miss Mother Monster later on. Okay, we're going to save that for last. So no spoilers. I had to write this on my list because the album is called on Spotify, Victoria's music from the hit TV show featuring Victoria Justice album. And I thought that was a ridiculous name. Ridiculous. I have not listened to the full body of work from Victoria's, but this specific one, guys, Song of the Week is Freak the Freak Out and not the original version, although I will be dancing to that on Instagram, which, if you don't follow me there, you should. Guys, the nightcore specifically, I've been so stuck on this. Why am I embarrassed? I've been so stuck on it. I can't stop. I can stalk, and I will stalk you. And I actually know where you live. Okay. But this song, it's the hooks. I listened to the whole album 3 times, like the regular album, just because I felt like I needed to talk about the lore. There are some bops on here, dude. Like some bops. The production team, I didn't really know about any of the people who helped produce or write on there. Of course, I know Ariana Grande is on the show, but guys, so good. Listen to the Victorious album. Like I need confirmation that I'm not insane, and I don't think I am. Well, not regarding the specific subject, I would say, but I need to know what you guys think. Get back to me, please. Is the internet moving toward becoming the Oracle? Not the Oracle, the Oracle. Now, hear me out, guys. This might sound a little far-fetched. I'm not a nihilist most days. However, if nuclear war and capitalism does not destroy us because it is so knit into the fabric of our society, what's going to happen to the internet in 4 to 6 generations? Okay, if the world is not destroyed, if our environmental struggles don't take us down, natural disasters don't destroy us, what is the internet going to be in 4 to 6 generations? Why am I thinking about this? I couldn't tell you. I don't have children, but my friends do. And I think about what is the world we are giving them, right? I've seen the internet progress so much in my many, many years on this planet. Google is already my oracle. Wikipedia, hello. Bing, unless this is a Bing sponsorship. This is where we could play a sponsorship. Bing, thank you for sponsoring this. No, guys, it's Google. Google all the way. Google Chrome. And actually, there's one of my browsers that I can't change on one of my computers, and I don't know why. And it annoys me so much because it's awful. And I'm like, just give me Google. I literally use that one to Google. Like, how embarrassing is that? I need to figure out how to do that. I just need to tell you, the Oracle is coming. I think it is coming. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. And I need us to be prepared. In my lifetime, we're not gonna see the Oracle, I don't think. Maybe. I'm missing the window from where I can upload my mind. I realize I'm a few years short. I want to be able to upload my consciousness. I don't want to die. I don't need to die. Okay, I can upload my mind. My body can pass away, but I don't have to die. And that's what I want to be. I want to be part of the Oracle. But unfortunately for me, my biology is failing me, just like yours. And I don't think I'm going to have time in this lifetime to be part of the Oracle, be part of the greater interweb, and that makes me a little sad. But that's okay. That's all right. I'm holding out to hopefully be a cyborg. There's still time, right? There's still time. As one does, I was thinking about death, and people aren't property. We know this. I don't know that I want to be embalmed when I die. Is that weird? Do you guys want to be embalmed? I'd be okay with like cremation. However, if I'm being buried, plant me under a tree. Don't embalm me, and just plant me under a tree or a bush, some kind of foliage, and then just like let me rot. Let me go back to the earth, Now, that being said, consciousness and uploading your mind, like if I'm going to do that, then you can embalm my body, But like embalming is not legally required in any state in the US, according to my research yesterday. I don't need to like set in my grave and not decay. Like, let me decay. Let me go back to the earth. Put me in something biodegradable, like a wicker basket. Have you guys seen those wicker caskets? I know I said basket, but that was just to be funny. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do that. I make jokes from time to time, if you hadn't noticed. Wicker caskets, guys. Like, put me in that. Let me go back to the freaking earth. Bury me next to some flowers, And we only know that embalming is not legally required because we checked with the Oracle. We've come full circle, people. Emulation is the future. I know everyone on the internet probably knows about Lo-Fi Girl, but guys, Lo-Fi Girl gives me strength that when I am at my weakest, when I have nothing left to give, Lo-Fi Girl is there for me. Because sometimes, guys, I get overstimulated. Okay, sometimes I can't listen to music because I'm about to cry. If it has lyrics in it, if it has lyrical content, okay, I can't always listen to that because one can only listen to Vital by Poppy so many times before they have a mental breakdown, and perhaps that's the only thing keeping me from a mental breakdown. But that's none of my business. Actually, if it's not my business, then whose business is it? Oh no. Lo-fi girl, I like to turn on very low. I like the piano one. The piano, like to study to. I like those. I like to study to that. And then I also like to read to that because sometimes if I am reading a book, if it's like, I will say, this is a little bit more of a heavy subject matter to me. Like, I don't know. It kind of feels like studying. You're pushing yourself through something. It's not always the most invigorating thing to read. It's not like fantasy or, Lord of the Rings or something like that. So I kind of have to push through at times because poetry like comes naturally to me to read it. I'm like, oh, love. But this is a little more, it's like self-help. You gotta really trudge through the trenches at times. But having like that soft ambient like music on or like piano ballads in the background. Oh my lordy. I love doing that. I love doing that. It's so peaceful to me. It helps me meditate. It helps me center myself. It makes me really grounded. Okay. So if you don't do that, you don't have to read while doing that, but like even like cooking or like cleaning, it brings me so much joy to listen to like classical music. We need to talk about something. Why is this merch so expensive? They were having some merch deals. So I was like, okay, I'm going to check some of this out because I wouldn't mind having a Lo-Fi Girl sweatshirt. But when I am at my lowest listening to Lo-Fi Girl, because do they call her Lo-Fi? Because you will listen at your lowest. Stop it. But no, the guys, the merch. Why is it so expensive? I just want a Lo-Fi Girl sweatshirt. Now, I know I just went on a tangent about being a minimalist, but like clothing doesn't count because how am I supposed to look this good? Hey guys, how am I supposed to look this good without clothing? Okay. How am I supposed to do it? I don't understand what you want from me. I need Lo-Fi Girl to lower their prices. I know they have a free service, but guys, these live streams they have so many going at all the time. Like all the time. I'm like, they are probably making so much ad revenue. Maybe not. I don't know. I would imagine they are. Get into Lo-Fi Girl and Lo-Fi Boy too. I think he's called Lo-Fi Boy. I don't know. But I don't listen to him as much because these are more like beats and those are too distracting to me. But I try to stick with the piano. Stick with Lo-Fi Girl when you're at your lowest. Hashtag not sponsored. You know who should sponsor me? Ice Mountain, because I have been repping them so hard and I do love me some Ice Mountain. Guys, my Instagram reels are going to be unhinged coming up. Now that TikTok is in limbo, I'm putting everything on the reels, okay? We have more stuff coming, and by we, I mean me, myself, and Jesus, of course, my husband. But reels seems to be where it's at. And if you guys want me to go to a different platform, let me know. I bring up Instagram reels because this is a meme of the week. I see things like this on Instagram a lot, very strange videos. And I don't even know if you would call this a meme. I would because it's a funny video. So I'm just going to play it for you.
You okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It's my knee.
Did you come from the hospital?
Yeah, but I had to go pick up my moped. They did an x-ray my knee, but probably should go back. Oh, okay. I gotta go.
I've worked in the public a lot in my life and I've seen crazy things like this. I have crazy stories like this. I never really filmed them because I thought that to be kind of rude. But this made me laugh so hard because I was like, everybody's someone and no one's got a clue. Our life threads are all just, I don't understand. I don't understand. Don't understand. Like, guys, this cracked me up. Speaking of Instagram Reels, guys, I was getting a bar stool. I was watching a video and it was a bar stool one. And I was like, how did I end up on bar stool Reels? Like, Barstool is not my typical like content house that I watch. And so I like the fact that I watched it, I was like, I scrolled off of it because I was like, no offense to Barstool at all. But I was like, I don't want to be, I can't get into it because if I watch one video, if you watch one thirst trap from a hairy daddy, it's on your Instagram feed forever. And not that I'm mad about that specifically, but guys, I gotta find meme of the week. I can't be thirst trapping on there. I be thirst trapping. I want people to watch my thirst traps, but like, I can't be watching everybody else's. That's too distracting. I got things to do. I got things to do, girl. Okay? I keep it secret, keep it safe. Keep yourself safe on the internet, guys. Anyways, praying for the bike lady. I need her to be well. So I might have been spiraling a little bit this week, last week, and the week before, and the week before that. I've been spiraling my whole life. You hold me in a vicious cycle. That being said, how isolating would it be to be deaf, guys? I was thinking about this so hard the other day because if I was deaf, I don't know what I would do with my life because my whole personality is music. Like that's all I love, that and Sonic the Hedgehog. I just know that I would feel so isolated. If I went deaf like right now for like whatever reason, I would feel so isolated from the world and I don't want to say I feel sorry for people, but I'm actually truly proud of people that are able to overcome that disability because it would be so isolating in the world. That being said, did you guys know Beethoven was deaf? He went deaf later in life. So when he was like 40 or 45, I looked this up on the Oracle and the top page of the Oracle said 44 or 45. Okay. So imagine going deaf at that age and then still writing pieces so impactful to culture. That is so impressive, but also I know I've said isolating about 40 times, but so isolating because like music is a language, of course, but
Hello?
being able to hone your craft and then sacrificing the communication with your peers because of the lack of that sense is truly disheartening to me. I literally spiraled so hard about that. I was like thinking about health and wellness and not just that, but like other people's health and wellness in my life. And you really have to take care of yourself and you should be there for others that are struggling in their illnesses or in their disabilities. I think that's so important. So many people fall through the cracks. I really went on a deep dive of Beethoven, guys, and we can all thank Lo-Fi Girl for this because music is truly a gift. And I want to tell you, I told this to my best friend the other day. Are you guys ready? Music is the medicine that will heal the world. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that to my core. Like, not to get all sentimental with you freaks, okay? But music is truly the medicine that will heal the world. And I trademarked Jesse Vesper, okay? Put it on Duck Space, period. Because I just believe that with my whole heart. Whenever I am not strong enough to do anything, music is always there for me. So I feel for people that are deaf, but like, I don't remember her name and I'll insert it if I can find it. But the girl that plays violin, I think she was like on X Factor or something, but she feels the rhythm in her body and like plays an instrument so beautifully. Like that is so remarkable to me and so impressive. So overcome your challenges. You know, God gives the strongest warriors the hardest burdens. I'm so sorry. But I kind of believe that to a degree. Like we are creatures that can overcome a lot. So use your noggin and overcome the challenges in your life, whether they be physical, mental, or I don't know, like financial, like whatever your burdens are. I think we can persevere. Keep moving forward. We can persevere, guys. Keep persevering. I don't know. I've been inspired by those less fortunate in some ways than me because sometimes I love a pity party. I love a pity party every once in a while. And I'm trying not to have them because time management does not allow for pity parties like it should, okay? That being said, sometimes you gotta schedule yourself a 15-minute break in there, okay, to have a little bit of a pity party. And then pick up the pieces and keep it moving because life is too short to be sad and depressed about your circumstances all the time. Like, give yourself that minute, that breather, take a little hit of oxygen, guys, and keep it moving. Let's roll it back. Let's wind it down. We're going to wind down the podcast, guys. What do you know about Aldi or Kroger? Some people might call it Kroger's or Aldi's. And I think that's funny because my grandma used to call it Kroger's. And it's a very Southern thing to do, I feel. I love both Kroger's and Aldi's. My origin story is at Aldi. And let me just tell you, okay, I I love Aldi because they are affordable. This is not sponsored by Aldi, but I do love them. They have good produce most of the time, and they have affordable stuff all the time. So love Aldi. I love that you can put your quarter in the little cart and drive it around. Although they did steal my quarter a few weeks ago. I couldn't get it out and I didn't have time to mess with it. So, but I have found a couple quarters there as well. So sometimes I make a profit when I go to Aldi. I'm stealing quarters. I'm ripping them out of your hand. I'm like, give me those quarters. If somebody like passes that quarter forward, I ain't passing you my quarter because they stole my quarter. Okay. Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. Let me just talk about this hair for a minute. This is me crying in an Aldi parking lot, having a moment. I truly was going through it in this moment. If you could not tell by the hair, this hair was fierce though. This hair was fierce. Diva Hunty, the House Down Boots, Captain Crunch, Mama. This hair was everything to me. It was the moment. And I wondered at the time why everybody was looking at me like a freak. It's probably because of the hair. Yeah, probably because of the hair. That being said, I have cried in the Aldi parking lot a couple times, actually, but this time I photographed it for you, for your viewing pleasure. This was a couple years ago. After this, not the same day, another time, the hair had been changed to this, something more normal, okay? I'm telling you, we have lore at the Aldi. Guys, you know how like in a cart, there's like the baby spot where babies sit and then they put their little legs through the seat. I didn't have the plastic piece up and I had these beats. I literally dropped the beat at Aldi, guys, because I had these beats. I was trying to be healthy. I wanted some beats and I put it on the seat and it fell through the little hole because I didn't have the plastic piece up because I don't have kids. I use it to hold my groceries and it fell on the floor. And so I look around, it like busted everywhere. It was bad. Lord have mercy. I'm about to bust. It was bad, guys. It was so bad. It was everywhere. Nobody came over. There were no employees. And I was like, look left and right, like trying to find them. So I had to walk up. I've worked retail. I didn't want to just leave it there. I had more shopping to do. And I thought guys, I thought about running out of there and not even like, I thought about leaving my cart and going to Walmart because I was like, I'm embarrassed. I was embarrassed. Guys, I was so embarrassed. And then I had to go to the front and I was like, hey, I went through the checkout and I was like, hey, I dropped the beat. I didn't say that, but I was like, I dropped some beats and I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry. And they were rude to me. They were like, oh. And I was like, guys, I was like, I'm really sorry. And then they went and cleaned it up and I was like, I'll help. And I know from working retail, they won't let you. That was really embarrassing for me. So I was looking for assorted discount meats as one does at Aldi. Okay. So I'm browsing the meat section. Also, we can talk about the ethical dilemma of meat at another episode because I'm considering going vegetarian or vegan, but I don't know if I'm strong enough at the moment. Okay, pause. I was searching for meat. Okay, I was searching for a good discount pork or a discount ham or something. I cannot remember. I was standing there just browsing. The meat section was kind of large and there was quite a few people there. And then this guy, and I don't even want to say it because he was hot. He was really freaking hot. And he said, to my face. I had my hair done. I looked good that day too. Full hair, full makeup. It wasn't turning out like a crazy look. It was like a casual look. It wasn't like anything next level or anything. And I was just like, I looked at him, looked him up and down because he was looking me up and down. I looked him up and down and I said, you can tell. And then he just walked away from me. That is not the first time I've been called the F slur in a public setting. However, I think it might be the most recent time. Yeah, I think it was. I admired his tenacity. I was quite impressed. However, I was a little shook. I was a little shook to my core because I was like, first of all, I thought I was passing. Second of all,
What if his ultimate objective was to release Iblis?
the nerve. I was like in the grocery store. I was like, I am just trying to get my discount ham. Is that too much to ask for, David? Now, I will say, if I had been wearing this hair, I could understand me being called an F slur. However, that hair deserved to be called an F slur. But when I looked good, I looked so good. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I couldn't deny it. He was right. However, how forward of you, sir. How presumptuous. Maybe I'm a cis woman that looks trans. Okay, nobody ever talks about them. It looks like nobody's safe anymore. Be careful out there, guys. I need to talk to you about Lady Gaga 7, okay? You guys know I'm the biggest little monster in existence because I am literally huge. That being said, we know now that LG7 is called Mayhem. And the track list, I believe, is out as well, at least like a theorized track list. I've seen that on the internet. The Mayhem trailer. I have a lot of thoughts, but I'm going to keep them to myself for now, mostly because I want to listen to this album. I know people always are trying to leak things, but I cannot listen to leaks. I will not do it for Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, I need to go into this album with virgin ears, okay? Because Lady Gaga can do no wrong. Lady Gaga has never done wrong, and she never will. Everything she puts out is perfection, and I don't care what any of you say. The Joanne slander needs to stop. If y'all weren't, okay, in my minimalist journey, I can talk about this now, and I just need to confess this. I shouldn't have done it, but I had all of Lady Gaga's albums on CD, and since CD has become more obsolete, I did not keep them. I used to keep them in the back of my car, and I was like, these are just weighing me down, and somebody will use them more than I do. And you know, whoever got my copy of Art Pop that had R. Kelly on it, guys, the amount of streams, it doesn't even count as a stream. I used to listen to it in my yellow CD player. The amount of plays I have on Lady Gaga's music is unmatched to all. Okay. I'm telling you, I am the biggest little monster. Pause up. That being said, I will not tolerate any Lady Gaga slander on this channel, and I will not tolerate any Lady Gaga slander regarding Art Pop or Joanne specifically, because they are underrated. You guys are fools. You are all foolish, foolish, foolish. Listen to your elders' wisdom, okay? This is what I want from Lady Gaga's album, but I will love and respect regardless of what she gives us, judging from interviews. Also, if you haven't listened to the interview where she breaks down Disease and talks about like the building of the track, oh my Lord, Jeffree Star, give me strength. Go watch that, guys. I need you to understand that Lady Gaga is a visionary, because so many people, so many queers that I know wrote that song off. Okay. I know people that did. And then I need you people to understand. Lady Gaga is the moment. She is the icon of the century, of the freaking millennia, guys, because what she's never doing what other people are doing. What we can expect, I think we're going to get a lot of EDM and hard beats, guys. We are going to get some really groundbreaking stuff. I don't know if people will want to critically acclaim this album, because Lady Gaga is a trailblazer and a trend setter, okay? That being said, Lady Gaga is a rock star. You guys may not know this if you're a newer Lady Gaga fan or not a fan at all. Perhaps you're a hater. And if you are, I need to ask you, why are you here? Lady Gaga used to perform in dive bars. She was a rock star, guys. What do you guys know about the Stephanie Germanotta band? Okay. Lady Gaga is an icon. She has a lot of rock in her background. So I'm hoping to hear rock references, metal references, heavy EDM, heavy electronica, maybe some electro clash. Like, I want to hear groundbreaking. And I know it's going to be groundbreaking. I know I'm going to eat it up. I know I'm going to love it. But you guys need to go into music with a more open mind. People don't. And I often say that people hear, but they don't listen. And y'all need to listen. Okay, we need to work on our active listening skills, people, because most of y'all don't have it. Okay? I said it. Lady Gaga 7 forever. Pause up, pause up, pause up, pause up, pause up. I need to see Lady Gaga live. I need to see her live. I've never seen her live, guys. There was a time, I'll leave you with this story and then we'll do our final thoughts. But many years ago, Lady Gaga was coming to a local radio station. This was before I could drive. I was just a young little queer, okay? And I begged my mom and dad to take me to see her. They wouldn't do it. And that is probably my biggest regret in life. I joke, but I'm not. I wanted to meet her so bad, and I still do, and I don't know if our paths will ever cross. That being said, if they don't, she's changed my life tremendously, and I know she's changed so many other people's lives. If I met her, I'd probably be a mess. I might be able to keep it together. I don't know. We'll see. But me as if it's about to happen. But Lady Gaga, I love you. I am so proud of you, and she's so in love, guys. You can tell from the interviews too. She's so in love right now, and I'm just so happy for her. I'm also really happy for Poppy right now. This photo brought me so much joy. Not to change the subject, but just be happy for your idols, guys. be happy for them. So one of my friends gave me Tyler, the Creator's little perfume sample. This is so cute. We're going to be smelling it today. And he also gave me this nail polish, and I'm going to save that probably for a different episode because I have a job interview after this and I don't want my nails to be green for that. So what can I say? It's called French Waltz, and I love the packaging. It's very cute. It's very, well, I don't know that cute is the right word for it. It's pretty. It's so small. Oh, she squirted all over my script. Do like a little 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. I love that. It's more like a cologne. I don't know. Oh my goodness. That is wonderful. Usually I wear a lot of like sweet scents. I like a lot of Versace, but I don't have a lot of Versace. So that's like special occasions. And then I use some Bath and Body Works fragrances. There I said it. I'm not wasting my good stuff at work. You got me messed up. I don't feel qualified to tell you about the notes of this. But guys, it does smell really good. Tyler, the Creator, I do enjoy some of his content. I haven't watched a lot of his recent content, but one of my friends, the same friend that was giving me this, showed me one of his videos, and the improv and the acting, I was flabbergasted. And some of those skits are so controversial, but like, give people liberty to create, right? I hate censorship, guys. I censor myself on here a lot, but I have things to say that are like, guys, I have things to say. Thank you for watching this episode of the Wig Alopecia Podcast starring Jessie Vesper. I will see you guys next week in episode 8. This video will self-destruct in 5 seconds.